Y'all see that basketball game last night between the Miami Heat and the Charlotte Hornets? This felt like the old school NBA, bro. Like before the referees ruined the game and everything was a foul. This was a phenomenal game start to finish. There wasn't too many fouls called, you know what I'm saying? There wasn't too much flopping going on. This was a very physical, great game. Now, unfortunately, Bam Adebayo, Mr. 81 points, no, excuse me, Mr. 83 points, he got taken out of the game because LaMelo Ball decided to purposefully push his foot and cause Bam to get injured. Basically injured Bam on purpose, you know what I'm saying? But even without Bam Adebayo, the Miami Heat, they stayed in the game from start to finish, bro. It looked like they were going to lose by 10 points in the fourth quarter, but even then, they was able to come back in the game due to some clutch shots by Tyler Hero, a clutch shot by what's his name, Norman Powell, you know what I'm saying, came through for the Heat. And also Andrew Wiggins, man, like, bruh, we haven't really heard much about Andrew Wiggins since he left the Golden State Warriors, but he hit some big three-point shots last night, and he showed why he's an NBA champion, man. Shout out to Andrew Wiggins, man, showing that he's still a threat in the NBA, especially on offense. But the Charlotte Hornets, they turned out to just be too much. Now, I got to call out Davion Mitchell. Davion Mitchell, right? And I always thought he was related to Donovan Mitchell, but he's not. You got to work on your three-point shooting, bro. You shot 3 air balls from the three last night in the fourth quarter when your team needed you the most. Now, you made up for it, right? You did hit a clutch layup to take the lead back. But, bruh, if you can't shoot, don't shoot. It's obvious you're not a good shooter. You need to work on that in the offseason. You need to hit up Ray Allen, and you need to work with Mike Miller, who I think is already associated with the Miami Heat. You 100% need to work on your shooting because your three-point shooting is awful, okay? Grant Williams. We haven't heard shit about Grant Williams since he left the Boston Celtics, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. Grant Williams should be lucky that he's even in the NBA right now because he was awful last night. I don't think Grant Williams didn't make one shot last night, bro. He shot like 4 or 5 different three-point attempts. He missed every single one of them by a lot. Grant Williams, I don't think you're good enough to be in the NBA, bro. You're trash. And I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just being honest. Now, Kobe White. If I was Adam Silver, I would immediately drug test you after that game last night because Kobe White was out there looking like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant mixed together, bruh. Kobe White, bruh, this man hit like 4 straight contested threes last night. Then he got cold, right? He got cold, started missing some shots. I got worried for the man, you know what I'm saying? And he got taken out of the game, right? But then he came back into the game to close out the game in the fourth quarter, and he knocked down another clutch shot. He finished the game with 19 points. He hit 5 out of 8 threes last night. And Kobe White is a big reason why this Hornets team won last night, bro. I don't think there should ever be a scenario where Kobe White is coming off the bench for anybody. I think that he should be starting. I think he's a 1-2 option. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, Kobe White is him, bro. And he's been this good since he was on the Bulls. It's just because he plays on low market teams, he doesn't get the credit that he deserves, man. But shout out to Kobe White for having an incredible game last night. And LaMelo Ball. Also, Brandon Miller knocked down a clutch 3 in the fourth quarter as well. Shout out to Brandon Miller, phenomenal player. But LaMelo Ball, you almost cost the team the game. You fouled Tyler Hero while he was shooting a 3. And you made up for it, right? Tyler Hero shoots his free throws. You brung the ball full court all the way to the rim, and you hit the game-winning shot at the rim, bruh. LaMelo Ball, shout out to you. You know, you had a very tough season. Like, there was points in the season where LaMelo Ball was actually put on the bench, which I found very strange because I think everybody would agree that LaMelo Ball is the best player on the Charlotte Hornets. He's definitely the number 1 option. And we heard trade rumors about LaMelo Ball, right? Like, there was rumors that LaMelo Ball actually asked to be traded after he got benched, but then LaMelo Ball came out on social media and denied this, right? So this could have been a season similar to Ja Morant, where LaMelo Ball could have gotten his feelings and he could have started faking injuries and just not playing. But LaMelo Ball, he took it on the chin. And he continued to push through being benched because he came off the bench multiple times this season. And now LaMelo Ball is in a situation where he just led his team to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? He led the Charlotte Hornets to the playoffs, man. So congratulations to LaMelo Ball. This is definitely the biggest moment of his career. He was even given a chain that shows the game-winning shot that he hit, which I thought was very dope. And shout out to the NBA as a whole, man. If we can continue to get games like this, man, I could see the NBA going back to being how it was in the 2010s, man, because, you know, the NBA, you know, it hasn't been hitting the way it should have been hitting as of recently, man. But last night's game, like I said, bro, this felt like the old school, early 2000s basketball, man. It was just a phenomenal game start to finish. And, oh, also, Miles Bridges. I almost forgot my man, Miles Bridges, bro. Miles Bridges hit this Michael Jordan type of layup last night, bro. And Miles Bridges is one of the most underrated players in the NBA. Not only does he play basketball, he also raps. He's also a really good rapper, you know what I'm saying? But he also showed up for his team and knocked down some tough shots that they needed, you know what I'm saying? Miles Bridges, great player, you know what I'm saying? Like that layup that you did, bro, where you went up and under with it, that was some Michael Jordan type shit. You know what I'm saying? You need to be drug tested just like Kobe White needs to be drug tested. But listen, guys, this Charlotte Hornets team to me is the biggest sleeper team in the East, right? Everybody's talking about the Celtics. Everybody's talking about the Pistons, right? Everybody's talking about the Knicks. But nobody's talking about the Charlotte Hornets and how they went from having a horrible season to closing out the season very well and now putting themselves in position to be in the playoffs, man. And this team is young. They definitely showed their lack of experience last night. I think the Miami Heat, the fact that they played that good without Bam, that's why they went to the finals twice, right? They don't got Jimmy Butler no more. They didn't have Bam last night. And they still almost won against a young, hungry team, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, you have this Charlotte Hornets team. If they go up against any of the teams, bro, they already beat the Celtics. You put them up against the Knicks, the Pistons, they got a chance to win. Don't sleep on the Charlotte Hornets, bro. I would say this team is the biggest sleeper team probably in the playoffs, period, regardless of what conference they're in. So with that being said, it's your boy Days. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure y'all subscribe, thumbs up the video, and click that hype button for your boy, man. I'm out.